What up, guys? Total Control 871. Just got stuck with my second blood draw of the of the evening. Um, let's see. I'm tired, and that's kind of the point of why I'm here. It's not just simply pain. I know the physicians they're fixated on things like chest pain. Um, okay, but it's the fatigue and it is the shortness of breath. It's like a massive cramp in my chest, and it I don't know. It's just making it difficult to do shit. Uh, let's see. So yeah, I'm here. I don't know. There's lots of suspects on the suspect list, even though I don't smoke. I told the doctors, all the admitting doctor and everything about the homeless history and whatnot. About hold on, I just want to. Hold on, sorry. I need to raise me bed. Much, much better. There, much better. Okay. Yeah, I got the old heart monitor all hooked up here. Your EK doodads. No matter how hard you try, you're like finding these things stuck to your body 2 days later. I know, right? Um, so, so I was telling the admitting physicians about basically the homeless history. You know, when I crashed in the storage cabin for like part of one winter, um, excuse me, I don't fault the old man. I mean, hey, he rented it to me as a storage cabin. He made it clear it's not really meant for living there. I just kind of crashed without really asking. He, I mean, he knew I was there, but he didn't make a stink, and I just kind of let him know that as soon as the weather was breaking, I think it was like the end of the winter of 2017, 18. It's like when I got the small Camp Evergreen up and running, and head out of the storage cabin. But the point is that I'm saying with all that is that you know all that dust and mold. I mean, those cabins have been sealed up for God only knows how long. Um, Basically, it is sort of a Egyptian pyramid tomb kind of a thing. People say that there really was a curse that killed the scientists that opened up the tombs, when it's really just simply ancient mold that killed them. Um, so yeah, I am worried about what kind of damage I may have done to my heart and lungs, not only in the cabin but also out in the woods. Like the mushrooms sprout up, all kinds of shit grows back there in the woods, and the spores, and you have no idea what you're doing to yourself. But hey, it's the dice that you roll when you're poor and can't afford things. Um, while I was here in Atlantic City, oh God, I can't believe I'm in Atlantic City. I really don't like being in Atlantic City. Um, so while I was at the county building today, right across the street from it is where the old CVS used to be. I think I pointed it out to you guys. Um, I'll never forget my first week of working at that CVS. Um, this senior citizen woman, this old black woman, came in and she purchased various items, and some of it were like paper products like paper towel and tissue or things like that. And back then, this is like 92, you had to punch in codes, and for, every item had its own code, and you pressed whether it was taxable or not taxable. And I accidentally taxed her for, I think, paper towel or something like that. And, she pulls out the article. It was like an article in the news. I think it had just been recently made non taxable. I don't know, whatever. But, this is kind of a confession in case you don't know. Kind of like how when I had to make my confession at Harbor Light Mission, about Harbor Light Mission, how I looked down on the homeless when I was on a field trip there. So this is my confession, for fixed income people. This old woman just simply pissed me off. I thought she was making a big to do about nothing. I think it was like maybe a couple of dollars that she was accidentally overcharged and had to get the manager involved and re-ring and refund, and she pissed me off. What's the saying? Young, dumb, and full of cum. Man, I tell you. And of course, here we are, fast forward 30 some years later. I might not be as old as she is, but I am very much indeed on a fixed income, and karma has found me once again. Uh, as I grapple with this new rent, and of course, persons like my nonprofit, Nicole from Community Enterprise, where she says, just figure it out. I guess that's kind of the equivalent of how I thought of that old black woman struggling to make it to her next Social Security check. Man, I tell you, life has some really fucked up ways of evening the scales. So anyway, I got my medical form filled out, so hopefully I'll be getting some summer air conditioning cooling relief, with the electric bill. And what else? I don't know, maybe the cardiologist will find out, what my deal is here. Um, they were talking about like me riding the bike is akin to like a stress test. Um, if you say so. Uh, it is. I mean, it's not just necessarily when I ride the bicycle. My chest, it's like visibly, boom, 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 boom. It's visibly thumping. Um, you could take my pulse just by looking at my chest, when I go get the mail. That's ridiculous. My heart shouldn't be pounding that hard. I think when I checked in, the blood pressure was 134 over 94. And I think when they checked it again, like on my forearm, it was, I forget the top number, but I pay closer attention to the bottom number. It was 84. Better, you know, but not quite where it should be. So, there's a lot of things that I'm scared of right now. I'm probably just scaring myself, but I'm scared of being told that it is something that is serious, like congenitive heart failure. Um, I don't know. They might plow my highway, meaning they might uh, they might go in. Oh, Jesus Christ! I had a buddy. I had to get the whole. They go in through your groin and up to your heart and shit. Basically, plow your highway. Yeah, he described the wonderful experience of having a complete stranger shave your genitals. Oh, God. But more than that, I am worried about my heart. Could you imagine if this, like the worst case scenario, you know, Mr. Dunbar, you need a heart lung transplant. I know, I'm probably like scaring the shit out of myself. Like I say, I hope they simply send me home with an albuterol inhaler or something. I don't know. I don't know. And mm. So yeah, this is I got the place to myself, my own little room. No complaints about that. Um and but yeah, I already miss my little home. I want to go home. And yeah, the bike. I don't know, maybe I need to get out and ride the bike more. Is it because I've become so sedentary? Is it, it just it's all up in here. It's just it's like I have to rub it, to massage it, because it constricts up like that, like how I'm grabbing the hospital gown. That's how it feels like. It's just like if the hospital gown were cardiac muscle. It just feels like and it's not right away. As you're riding, it'll just get tighter, 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 until finally, kind of like I could turn the hospital gown into like a tourniquet. Um, that's kind of what it feels like. And yeah, it is on the left side there. And it's like this morning after a good night's sleep, I'm having to like massage. I guess it's like the top of. Would that be like the left atrium? I don't know, man. I'm like massaging the top, like up here near the clavicle, that whole uh, muscular tissue. Um, I don't know where chest muscle ends and heart muscle begins. I really don't know, but it does feel extremely deep. Um, I don't know. Thank God I've never had a heart attack to my knowledge, um, to compare it to. So, like I say, I'm worried. I'm scared. I very much indeed would like to get rid of this cough. I very much indeed would like to get my superpowers back and ride the bejesus out of the Black Rider and enjoy the coming summer. Uh, as you guys know, the depression has been extremely bad. Um, I don't know. Has psychological trauma transmuted into a physical ailment? I don't know. Um, so I'm here at the hospital on my own. I had to go to the county building on my own. That was stressful. Although I was happy to say that it was a pleasant experience at the county building. Big change, that it was a rarity, because normally they're just simply mean and nasty, and I end up fighting the urge to give in to it being, targeted specifically at me, because I don't want to just simply get caught up in paranoia and shit. So, um, I brought my own disinfectant wipes with me to wipe down everything coronavirus, you know. Oh my god, could you imagine having to cope with that shit while I'm dealing with respiratory, heart, whatever. God almighty. Um So that's where I'm at tonight. Um, Cardiologist be in the morning. I have no idea how involved he will want to be with my care. Uh, have you guys ever been to the ER and you get, I call them Dr. Featherfinger? It's like, I'm serious. It's like, because they have to be able to, like, check certain things on their paperwork. Like, was an actual physical examination performed? So it's like they'll come in and they'll just, kind of like, just kind of, I call it Dr. Featherfinger, where they like barely have anything to do, just to, they're in and out from the curtain like, in 5 minutes. Although the doctor this evening, he did indeed take the time to hear my story. So, like I say, the county building so far was a success, and the way the staff are treating me here at the hospital, very kind and very warm. And so, hopefully, everything will be okay. Hopefully, the cardiologists will want to hear what is wrong with me. And more importantly, hopefully, he'll be able to figure out what is wrong with me or fix what is wrong with me that doesn't involve anything crazy, crazy invasive, crazy dangerous, like open heart surgery, man. I mean, holy shit. My cousin Bobby, I ran into him at the market. Dude has joined the Zipper Club. Oh my god. He has joined the Zipper Club, and it's just the thought of being on a table with your fucking chest wide open, man. Fuck that. All right, I think I'm scaring myself again, and I think I'll end this and see if I can get some shut eye. And there you have it. All right, guys, that's it for now. Total Control 871.